Hello everyone, my name is Catarina Braga. Thank you for being here. I'm applying for the product designer opportunity. So a little bit about me. I've studied energy engineering and there I had the opportunity to be part of an international team for the competition Solar Decathlon Latin America and Caribbean. And I had the opportunity to develop my analytical thinking. I have participated in some hackathons and entrepreneurship events. And in one of them, I was invited to work with Mindsun, a startup focused on actionable insights for the industrial sector with machine learning. And that's where I fell in love with product design. Then I started system analysis and development degree and looked for opportunities to work on a larger team. And then I found Event, one of the largest retailers here in Brazil. And there I had the opportunity to work on several sectors like financial, sales, logistics, quality, HR, but also with e-commerce and with the marketing team. And due to this experience, I was invited by my manager to work and lead the design ops initiatives. And with this experience, I was invited to work on a Dubai-based insurance startup. It's going to be our first case here today. Unfortunately, I didn't adapt to the time zone, so today I'm on a healthcare startup called Lean Healthcare, working with AI-driven features, but also working on the improvement of our internal processes. It's going to be our second case. Okay, and due to the needs of this specific role, I'm pursuing a postgraduate degree in product management. Okay, so why I'm choosing this case first? Because people told me that for this job opportunity, English was very important. So I'd like to highlight that it was a project with participants from Pakistan, India, and Ukraine. All the stakeholder management working daily to day with the peers, all that in English. So a little bit about the company. Wecover aspired to become a super app integrating all the multiple day-to-day applications. So to achieve these visions, they started with the insurance niche, and their goal was to become the first company in the region with fully online experience in health and car insurance purchase. And when I joined, the web infrastructure was already in place and they were working the final integrations for quotation and checkout, and all that with the help of a outsourced software consultancy. So the company decided that it was time to bring in in-house product designer to align the strategy and the future improvements post-launch. But once I started reviewing the flows, I figured that they had multiple inconsistencies, including serious usability problems. Actually, our higher ticket flow, the B2B one, was unavailable for launch. And we found that the company that we hired actually put a junior designer to do all the flows and didn't make any usability review before handling it for development. After reviewing my UX audit, the CEO requested me to redesign the entire flow, focusing on reducing the interaction cost with a bold objective of 80%. And we worked with our tech lead and a freelancer of UI design to this, including this rebranding, as you can see in this new homepage. So to walk you through our design think approach, I've summarized the 6 steps on 4. So emphasize in the first phase, defining, ideate, insight, conceptualize, product and test inside design, and implementation and measurement inside analyze. So in addition to the heuristic analysis conducted for the UX audit, I asked the marketing team to provide me with the insights into the competitors and the company's strategic direction. I also reviewed the existing other research that the company have made until now, and until that time actually, and conducted the user interviews I found necessary in order to have more insights about the current experience they have with other products, major pain points, and frustrations and motivations related to this jobs to be done that we will see more upfront. This way we would be ensuring that we have a high value solution. And in parallel, I mapped out the internal processes that we have, that the product relied upon in order to work on a daily basis. And I found some bottlenecks. The main one was related to the providers without APIs. So we had a Wizard of Oz approach, that means a manual approach for these specific providers, but with no quality control. And basically they expected that the person responsible for it would deal with it. And that's not a good approach for the product. We would have risk on that. Then I proposed to fix that before launch. I highlight here 3 points from the user interviews. My main focus was to find the insights on the purchase experience, focusing on how the user explore and how the user evaluate the options for plan, especially on health insurance. And we found that for a probably large group of potential customers, the focus is entirely on price, because in their region they don't have taxes, but they are it's mandatory to buy insurance for almost everything, including pets and so on. But another segment, we noticed that want to have a good plan, because most of plans have another services in the coverage, but they again don't want to overpay for what they're going not to use. And one general comment was related especially to the experience of today's options, the providers, where they have to give a lot of information, wait a long time for the answer, and once they have the answer, most of the time it's not inside their budget, so they need to do all this process again with another provider. And sharing with you about the competitors, most providers relied on brokers using WhatsApp, so highly manual interaction there, in a lot of paper, dealing with the documents. And beside this don't seem that much effective, I suggested to the market team to study how many users would fall in this cost of change due to the familiarity with WhatsApp, wanting or not, still being an online experience that you do from your home. But we had a key advantage. The competitors took 1 to 2 weeks to finalize an insurance contract, when our system, if not doing it in an instant, we deliver it in at maximum of 1 business day. So, synthesizing our findings with the business team and the technology team, I asked for a workshop where we could map all these insights together into personas and user journeys, and defining our jobs to be done, as we're going to see in the next slide, more user-centered. We worked on brainstorm guided by the How Might We framework in order to find options, find ideas for the main pain points, wants, and needs. And then we prioritized this based on the strategic bets our C-levels had and on the effort for development team. But all the ideas guided to reduce interaction costs. So one of my favorite strategies to keep all the team aligned on the user and their goals and needs is the user needs statement from Nielsen Norman Group, where we can have all these insights tailored for the user, kind of a micro persona there, and their goal. So we have here price-conscious buyers seek quick cost comparison, decision makers need clear benefit distinctions, and time-conscious buyers want to input details at once. That's with that definition, enhance, and with these K3 ideas that will give us unique value proposition, we have from the brainstorm session that we want to streamline data collection, ensuring that users receive a price estimate as quick as possible. We decided to implement as well the staged disclosure strategy in order to display information without overwhelming the user with all the steps up front, and a progress indicator, and also the opportunity, the ability, the feature to save an incomplete quote for later completion. And the most impactful suggestion and idea was integrate with UA Pass, enabling one-click insurance. We're using the digital documents they already have on that region. With the scope aligned, we started to rethink the form experience. So we focus on a mobile-first strategy, which had not been used before. But we found aligned with the marketing numbers. And we experimented the different visualization methods to distinguish between the plans in order to, again, not overwhelm the user, because each plan had a lot of information. And we created a different perspectives and multiple versions for this initial delivery, because we had a lot of work done already, and we want to balance deadlines and development complexity. So with all that research, definitions, and ideas, I run into a benchmark, but now for innovation and minimizing bias. So I went through a benchmarking for international references from Asia, Europe, and America, and especially to find a few solutions for specific points inside the interaction with the form. With the knowledge in hands, I went through wireframing and validated that with business. Then we went through the high fidelity designs, and I decided to conduct a usability test, moderated, which provided valuable because we found a few improvements before moving into development. So here you have just a few screens that will showing our steps. So we provide the user an alignment of what to expect in the flow. We show them what they need to have in hands already before even start, if they choose to do manually. But you can see in the middle the button with UA Pass, so we can help them to jump all the steps of the documents. And for some information that we don't have inside the documents, we ask them. For those we have, we already fill. And with 2 clicks, they already have at least the information for many users, the minimum price of the quotation. Here you can see how the card went. Again, we have a lot of information for each plan, so they have the opportunity to open to see more details, a dedicated page, and they have the opportunity to compare one plan with other with the feature we provided for development team. And regarding the flow, we focus, as I said, to minimize the path, to have a price, to have a number. And with that effort and using the usability guidelines, we had the reduction of 65% in the interaction costs. And to track this impact, we used the average purchase time from home page to successful payment page. So we had 10 minutes to go through all the steps to fill all the fields, and now we have around 3 to 5 minutes there. And the most impactful change was related to minimizing the cognitive effort, because not only counting on UiPath but the other manual flow, we had to change a lot of things. For example, open a text to multiple choice structures. And the result was very good. We had a 92 points on our SUS score. So with launch, we have learned a few things. Here I highlight just 3 again. We anticipated that the users would drop out from the flow seeing the price, but many users also, we had a high churn, once they start viewing the list of plans. So we needed to understand a little bit more about this. The B2B flow also had an insight about the segment, so small and medium enterprises were connecting with us to check the plans. This was important for marketing team to focus on that. And we had the predominant user sentiment on our survey after checkout that the flow was very easy, so reinforcing that we had a successful UX approach for the redesign. And after launch, the next steps were deepening our understanding of the decision-making process to reduce churn and establish strategic benefits in order to enhance acquisition and retention, and explore franchise opportunities and expansion into Saudi Arabia. I'm really happy to say that I have other cases on my portfolio. And as I said before, for me, it's important to bring different things, like, because probably you have seen a lot of wireframes and prototypes. But beside what I have in my portfolio, I have a design system case there, my industrial case with Mindsen as well. And I have another cases that, if you want, we can sit down and talk a little bit more. You can also find the results for each experience on LinkedIn, and there I listed also my key activities. You have some colleagues' feedback there, so user feedback is always good to understand about the service, and please feel free to connect. Thank you very much for your time.